Good afternoon, Brendan from Starpoint Australis. Welcome again to this fabulous week that was. So, what have we been up to? Well, last week was a little bit quiet in terms of business actions, I'll say. We are working on a few things in the background, and that was the website. Obviously, you would have seen the crew, Dan, Jess, and myself were out at Pankee Observatory. All we were doing out there for the Octans and the Phoenix was to recapture a couple of shots that I missed. Well, I won't say that I missed. I did capture them, but my microphone went flat and I didn't know it. So all of the audio for the video was stuffed, and that meant that we had to go back out and recapture it. Wow, I have to say that if you will see a little bit of the audio and the footage from the weekend prior, but the wheat, because we're in a wheat field, the wheat was green. This week it was brown, the whole lot, and that's only 3 weeks between the takes. So I'm happy to say that we've got all the information that we need, and I'm almost finished the setup portion of the video. It's not going to be super quick, and I will be doing a manual, like say a paper-based or an A4 based document, which basically lays out the quick cheat sheets of how to put this up as well. I think you'll need both of them, one to see all the little nuances that I do as I'm setting the tents up, and then the other one for a quick reference until you guys get to the point where you don't need the reference anymore. So we were out there, we did that. That was Saturday. It was a rough day, and you'll have a laugh. The amount of flies that were out there was so insane, and you would have seen some of the funny photos that we've put up over the last couple of days. Literally, the flies were walking on my eyeballs, and I was trying to keep it together, but my sanity was fraying at the end of it. So that was the Octans and the Phoenix setup video. I've been tracking the air freight coming through. For some of you, you most probably will even start receiving your Octans base units. They should be coming. Some of them are scheduled to arrive before the end of this week. And just to let you know that there's the other parts that are coming through, which is the Astro kit for the top part, and then the base mat. They are coming in a different delivery. I'm watching for those. They're coming via UPS for the bulk of my American people. So keep that up in mind and keep checking. I've been told that within the next day or so, UPS will likely pick those up, and then they'll be in the tracking system for you guys to watch and see. I'm looking forward to that, and I can't wait to see some photos of you guys using it out in the field and it doing what it's designed to do, which is protect your investment, your time investment, going out into the middle of nowhere and then finding out that it's a little bit windy and you can't image. So this should enable you to do a lot more. So that's that. What else are we up to? So obviously the SP3s that we've got over here. I still, these ones are in production at the moment. I've just held off a little bit. You'll see this little fantastic gidget. So little antenna. So Dan and I obviously have been doing a lot of testing when it comes to the SP3. You'll notice that the SP 3.5, I'll just go grab it, it's just over here. So the SP 3.5, you'll see that the actual control panel is sitting out in the air, and this is just because how I was using it at the time. I wasn't going down and making sure that everything was perfect. This was just a test model. So once we got into the this little casing in the back here, it still works as it is now, but we found some interesting things about, and we're always learning, mind you. Found an interesting thing about the Mealy 2s. There's Mealy over there. The Mealy 2s, they work up to about 1 to 1.5 meters away, but they've got apparently a really low threshold for signal quality. So where we were getting with most other equipment, and my phone, I could stand up to 4 meters away from it. We were finding that with the Mealies that they were in that 1 to 1.5 meter range. So that meant that the cutoff for signal quality was a lot lower than other units. So we know that people use the Mealies, and we know that there are other items out and about that will require a better signal quality. So they're on their way at the moment. So we've got version 1.3 for the control boards, and they are going to be utilizing these little glue stick antennas. I have got some, I call them stick-on antennas as well. They're flat for internal. These are obviously an external unit. So we want to try and maintain the form of the SP3 as is, but if we can't maintain that, we then have these little bad boys. We also updated the controller itself, so not the control board and all of the ancillaries. We updated the actual MCU, so the microprocessing unit inside there, so that it's using Bluetooth 5.0 protocol now instead of 4.2. So what the overall goal is to be able to sit at about that 3 to 4 meters away, because 3 to 4 meters away for any telescope is typically the max that you would ever have. So if you had your computer off the telescope and sitting to the side, say a desktop, whatever, it's going to be across the room. That way then your SP3 will still communicate with the computer via Bluetooth wirelessly. So that's what we've been working on, and I would say before the end of this week I'm going to be doing the first trials. Obviously I got Dan's unit back in, and I'm tossing up whether to sit it on the back here on this back little piece of the focuser, or sit it down onto the side. I'm leaning more towards this side here, and the reason why is because that way it's not so long, and on this side here it sits quite nicely. So I mean, if we just said that's where it would sit, and I mean these are small as well, so they keep themselves out of the way. So that's the SP3. What else are we up to? We're preparing, so all of the expos are starting to come up. So we're preparing, obviously we've got Astrofest on the 9th of November, so we're going to be a vendor there for all of you guys that in Western Australia, Perth, Western Australia, come down, say hello to us, show some love and support. But we will be there with the Octans and the Phoenix. We'll be out on the field doing a live astrophotography demonstration, and then we'll also be not inside, but we'll be under the main awning of the stadium there. So come say hello to Dan, Jess and myself. What else have we got going? We're starting to prepare as well for NEAF 2025. Mind blowing. I can't believe it has come around so fast, but it was about this time last year that we had just started Starpoint as a proper company, and it was just a bit of a dream that I was saying to people, hey look, we will be at NEAF in 2024, and now we're talking about 2025. How crazy is that? We'll have some of the SP3s obviously with us in NEAF 2025, but it's just, how do we bring that to you guys? How do we show you what we know to be great products? Well, with that in mind, I better get back to it. I've got to finish off the video for the Octans base unit setup. I'm hoping that either today or tomorrow that I'll get that finished and then upload it onto YouTube. It will be a YouTube one for sure. So if you're seeing this and you've got the Octans or the Phoenix on order, keep your eye out for that side of it, and I'll probably even reach out to you guys and send you the specific link so that you can pull that video straight away and have a look at how I set it up. You can laugh at all the flies that are in my face and around me, and how I kept the straight face for all but one moment. If you see that, please comment on that one because I found it funny. I'm going to leave it in there. All right then, till next time, you guys have a great one. Hopefully it's clear skies where you are, that you can enjoy and do a bit of astrophotography or visual or comet chasing or spectroscopy, whatever you do. Hopefully you can be successful in what you're up to. Till then, see you later.